Alright, we are here with a different kind of video. I say different. It's different from what I used to do, MLB The Show stuff. Of course, we're different from that now. We're a whole new kind of thing that we're doing for content. It's going to be retro game stuff, just video game stuff in general, doing all sorts of video game stuff. And today we're going to be doing a collection video. Since about May now, I've been collecting video games. Spent way too much money in it. Way too much money. Probably about over, I want to say $4.5 has probably gone into video game collecting in the last 6 months. It's a little ridiculous, and I got a lot to show, and I got a lot to talk about, a lot of videos to make on a lot of these games. A lot of it is from my childhood. A lot of it is from stuff I feel like I missed in my childhood. So now I've talked about how I've gotten into physical game collecting. I want to show what I've gotten for the PS3. That's like my childhood console. PS3 was like the shit. You know, it's what I played for like 7 years fucking straight. 7 years straight, I pretty much played this from when it came out to basically when the PS4 came out. I was only playing PS3 games, and then like otherwise I'd play Gmod on the PC, and that's it. That's really all I did. So I have a lot of experience with a lot of games on PS3. I also have some experience with games on my original Xbox. That's what I had beforehand. Just didn't play it as much, so there's not a ton there. But yeah, we're gonna go over these games. I think I've been fucking stalling for a little too long now, so let's actually get into the first game. This will be a multi-part thing. The PS3 is the console I have the most of, so there's gonna be a lot of games to talk about. I think right now we're gonna be going through A to C. That's what we're going to be going through. Although this is a number that it starts with, so that's why this is going to be first. But otherwise, it is A to C, and that should probably take about 20 minutes to talk about, if I had to guess. But first up, we got 50 Cent, Blood on the Sand. Pretty fucking good game from what I remember. I don't actually think it's known as a good game. I know it didn't sell well. I never actually owned it. It was a rental game, I think. But I remember playing this, and I remember enjoying it quite a bit. It is complete in box, manual disc, all that. This game was like 50 fucking bucks, which is crazy for a PS3 game. That is insane to have to fucking pay that shit for a game that is, what, almost 20 years old now. That's fucking crazy, by the way, that this game is almost 20 years old at this point. It's probably like 15, something like that. But yeah, I enjoyed the game a lot. I do want to play it and probably make a video on it. I pretty much want to make a video on all the like childhood games I like specifically remember playing on console. Some of these games here I played a shit ton on PC, but now I've gotten them on the PS3 or the PS4, you know, like whatever I can get it on. The next game we got, though, is the first Assassin's Creed. This is another game I do remember playing when I was young. I don't know if I played it on the PS3, though. Another thing, it's complete in box. It's always going to be complete in box if I can get it to be like that. I think some of these are not complete in box, maybe like one or two of them. But I avoid that as much as I can. This game was like $4. Like, this is one of the ones that's very, very cheap. The entire franchise is dirt cheap. You're not really gonna find an Assassin's Creed game that costs money, I don't think. Like, costs a lot of money. All of them are like sub 10, unless you're talking about the very, very new ones. But even Valhalla, which is the second newest one at this point, I think, because Mirage came out, that game's like $20. You can buy it for $20 easily. Assassin's Creed, though, very good game from what I remember. Again, I haven't really played it in a very long time, so I will have to go back and play it. But it is where it all started, and this is probably like around its peak era. I think Assassin's Creed 3 is probably where it peaked, and like Black Flag, which I think is the fourth one. Those ones are like actual peak, even though I didn't play those. I know damn well that those are the best ones. I'm not gonna argue against it. Valhalla I did enjoy a lot, but I know damn well that was not a good game. That's like just a objective thing that game was not good. Next thing we got Assassin's Creed 2. Again, complete in box. Again, like $4 fucking. It's the same game, but continued story. Probably just gets better. I don't really know, though. These Assassin's Creed games, man, it's been a very long time since I've played them. I should definitely play through them and maybe make a video on that as well. I really do want to make videos on just everything, man. I'm working on a video right now for Super Mario RPG Remake. That's going to be a ton of fun making. But right now, since just to fill some space between making that Super Mario RPG video, I'm doing like a collection video. I want to do some video game pickups, but that's not going to be till like January. Early January, I'm going to make a video on that kind of stuff because I'm planning a trip at the end of December, and there's going to be so many pickups from that video. It's going to be fucking crazy. Next game we got Assassin's Creed 3. You can see a trend here. A lot of Assassin's Creed. I did pick these up because they were just so cheap, and I think recently at my local store for Black Friday, they were selling $10 games under $10 and under games were half off. So it was very worth it to go and get that, and I could just get a bunch of bulk stuff done. This is kind of interesting. You play Passport, and it gives you an online multiplayer access code. Of course, probably expired at this point. Or just used. It was probably just used anyway. It is complete in box. I think this one was actually a bit more expensive. I think it was probably like $5. Maybe? I don't know if I got this at my local store or not. I'm not really sure. Maybe got that on Marketplace or something. There is a lot of video game pickups I've gotten on Marketplace. Okay. This is the last one, I promise, for PS3. I don't know if I've gotten them for anything else. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. That is the last one. It is complete in box. I don't really know when we're going to hit the spot here where it's not complete in box, but we haven't had it yet, thank fucking God. I hate looking through my games and then opening one and then I realize it's not that, and I really fucking thought it was the entire time. Again, a very cheap game. Brotherhood, I know I've experienced. Assassin's Creed 3, I have not. I've heard a lot of good things about this game, but I've never played it. Brotherhood, I played a lot of. I even played the multiplayer. I remember that. I remember playing as this guy right here in multiplayer, if you can even see who I was pointing at right there. He's like the plague doctor. I remember using him a lot. I think it's a thing where like you're disguised, so I don't know if it's like a thing where you can actually choose who you play as, but I do remember being him. He's the one like I actually recognize very well. But yeah, that's all the Assassin's Creed games, and then just 50 cents. So like this is like $70 right here total, and one of them was $50. That's the thing I do like going for these older games. A lot of these really good older games, they're very cheap, but then you run into 50 cents, where it didn't sell well, so it goes for a stupid amount, and it's probably got a cult following now. Next one is Batman Arkham City. Absolutely fucking love the Arkham games. These were amazing. Although I do get messed up, complete box, I do get messed up between Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. I don't think I've ever played Arkham City. I've played the shit out of Arkham Origins, but I don't think I've ever played Arkham City, and I've tried Arkham Asylum multiple times, but I've never committed. It's also a cool little thing right here, if you remember this game, Gotham City Imposters. This game was fucking awesome. It's a damn shame what happened to it. This is actually a free online beta. That game wasn't even out yet, like fully. Redeem this code for a chance to win Gotham City's Imposters beta and get your free Batman Arkham City themed content. That's fucking cool. That's an interesting thing they did there. Rocksteady, man, though, they're such a good developer. I'm so happy they made these games because they did them so damn well. An interesting thing here, Batman Arkham Origins. This is my favorite of the Arkham series. I don't think it's really anyone's favorite for the most part. There's a few people out there, but it is complete in box. I think a lot of people didn't really enjoy this game nearly as much as the other ones. Me, on the other hand, I couldn't get fucking enough of this one. I think a big help is that this is the first one that I did play, but I loved it. It was amazing. It was honestly amazing. It is a little shallow. It doesn't got nearly as much going for it, I'd say, as Batman Arkham City, but I did like it a lot. And especially since it wasn't even made by Rocksteady. It was made by Warner Bros. Games Montreal, I guess, by looks of the cover. But yeah, both games, very, very cheap. These were also not expensive. But that's going to do it for the, well, actually, we already went through the A's when we finished Assassin's Creed, so now we're on to the B's. We got to get them on B's, though. Not a ton, but a good amount. Next game here, we got Battlefield Bad Company 2. I don't know if I ever played the original. Whichever Battlefield had a grenade with a smiley face on it. I remember that game. I don't know if that was the first one. May have been. But I think I played this one a lot for the multiplayer. I've played Battlefields throughout my life. Also, complete box, limited edition, really doesn't serve any purpose. When the game's used as a limited edition, where it really only gives you probably, some code. It's used already for sure. But yeah, for Battlefield games, never played the fucking stories when I was growing up. It was just multiplayer if it existed. I think if the one with the grenade is the first one, it didn't have a story, I don't think, or it didn't have a multiplayer, sorry. And I had to play the story, and I did. But I wasn't a big fan. It's the multiplayer that I was in love with those games. Until, I think, Battlefield Hardline. Battlefield Hardline, absolutely love the story for that game. Okay, so we're at the first one. Beyond Two Souls. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, Beyond Two Souls. This game, I think I did get off of Marketplace. And it was a pretty good deal for it. I think I paid about $5 for it or so. It is a recycled, or it shows the GameStop sticker on it. I think it said that they paid like $35 for it. Fucking tough to pay $35 for this, especially. Oh, you know what? I say especially since it's not complete in box. But now that I think about it, I don't think this game came with a manual. I think this is one of those games that came out on PS4, if I remember correctly, or was at the very end of the PS3's life cycle, and they didn't get manuals. In PS4, they stopped doing manuals, and so if a game on the PS3 got it, basically if a PS4 game came out, but the PS3 got it, it wouldn't come with a manual. It just wouldn't. It would usually what would tell you is on the back cover here, it would show a controller and show you your controls, or it'd be like a manual on the back of the cover. That would kind of just let you know that it is not going to have a manual with it. But I do think this doesn't have a manual with it, although it does have a reverse cover, which is really interesting to me. No manual that actually is supposed to come with it, but no instruction manual on the back of it either, which is very odd. I don't get that. I don't know why it was done that way. But this is a game I constantly kind of am like putting in the sell pile to go like trade in or something, and then I kind of forget. I remember down the line that, oh, it actually is not supposed to have a manual. Like, before I grabbed this game, when I went to go grab it for this video, I was like, damn, that's not complete in box. I'm going to have to sell that after this video maybe or something. I'm not really sure. Or, like, go find the manual. There is no manual for it. That is that. Next game, though, Bionic Commando. This game I played recently on my PC, actually. Is complete in box. Very cheap game. I think it was $8. I got it 50% off, so it was like $4. I played it recently, like last year, on my PC. Played through the entire thing. It was really fun. It wasn't anything special, but it was just a fun game. And speaking, I don't think I really touched on Beyond Two Souls. I've never played the game. It's a game I want to play. I watched somebody called Spoonerism. If any of you know who Spoonerism is, I watched him play it. He had a few popular clips of that game of him just losing his shit.
You need to stop.
You want your bottle of water? You want this fucking table? Fuck you, bitch!
That was a good fucking time, but I've never played it and I do want to try it. Now this is fucking sick. BioShock 2. Another $8 game I got for 50% off on my local shop. $4 for it. I mean, just look at, like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the BioShock 2 and, like, the logo's, like, glistening or whatever. It's got, like, this kind of, like, oil spill look on it. It's fucking sick, man. It shines so much. The cover itself is, like, shining. It looks really nice. And it does come with a manual. This game, man, I played the first one, and I've played Infinite. And I've really enjoyed those games, although I never beat BioShock 1. I did beat BioShock Infinite. BioShock 1, I think I got like halfway through the game and then just kind of dropped it at the time. Not for any good reason. I think I just wanted to go play something else for a bit. And then I just kind of forgot what was going on, and I didn't beat the game. So Bioshock 2 I never got around to. I do want to beat Bioshock 1 and then go to Bioshock 2, and that'd be great. I don't own Bioshock 1 right now, but I will be on the lookout for it, and I'll try and get it because I do want to play through those games. Bioshock Infinite I beat pretty recently, so I'm not really looking at replaying that. Besides, it was a good game, but it wasn't great. Not as much as I enjoyed Bioshock 1. I think Bioshock 1 was a better game, but just like the timing was bad for me to play the game. Next game up we got though, Borderlands 1. One of my favorite fucking games ever, man. This game is so good. Now this does not have a manual. This I think is supposed to have one. It may have a reverse cover. It does have that, but I do think this is supposed to have a manual because this is an old game. This is an old ass game. This was not on the PS4. I think they remade it on the Borderlands Handsome Collection, and then it was on the PS4, but this never came out to the PS4. This was very early in the PS3's life cycle. It was a great game, but that fucking sucks that I don't have a complete. I'm gonna have to hunt down the manual. Hopefully it's only like a few bucks. Probably, I want to say it's my favorite one, but I don't think it's my favorite Borderlands. I think Borderlands 2 will always hold that, but I think Borderlands 1 is really up there, and I think the environment of Borderlands 1 is my favorite because it truly feels like a wasteland and an absolute shit show of a place. It really does. Next up, speaking of Borderlands, we got Borderlands 2. Again, they're just doing the cool thing with the cover. Absolutely love it when they kind of like fuck with the words or whatever, like make them shine or make them look interesting. Even the character himself is kind of like sticking out. You probably can't see it on the camera. But this one is complete in box. That kind of just lets you know right there. Borderlands 1 is 100% missing the manual. This game, I have like 800 hours on PC. This is where I originally played it. I did originally play it on the PS3. I rented it. Absolutely loved the game. Fell in love with it. Eventually got a PC and started playing it there. And it's a great game. Borderlands 1 and 2, probably both got them for, man, probably like $5 at most. These are not expensive games. Borderlands was a very high-selling game, very popular game. It has got copies everywhere. You can buy it for dirt cheap. Next game we got, sticking with Borderlands the pre-sequel. I used to hate this game a lot, honestly. Mainly because of the Australian voice acting just literally being everywhere. It's fucking annoying. But the game has grown on me over the years, and I do like it a lot. And you can play as Handsome Jack as like a doppelganger. It's pretty fucking cool. And I like that a lot. I do got a cool like slip cover for it. It's kind of just what I ended up getting. I don't know. It says it includes Shock Drop Slaughter Pit Challenge map, but the code's 100% claimed. It is cool to have the manual or like the little thing in there because it is a pre-order bonus. So it is cool to have that in there, even if you can't claim it, because that code is 100% used. But it is complete in box. I mean, the case just looks amazing considering how old the game is. I love having myself just a nice, clean case on an old game. Just looks so damn nice. Like it's literally just opened. Absolutely love it when they're like that. Oh god, can I get the slip back on? I don't know if I can. Okay. These slips are cool and all, but they do kind of suck at putting on. Borderlands pre-sequel, I did put actually a good amount of time in it when I did get the game and I did play it. I grinded like this one boss in a cave in like the first map, I guess you'd say. Oh my god, I was like level 30 Claptrap and I was just grinding him for hours a day. I don't remember what he was called, but he had like a legendary drop. He was in a cave. Yeah, I'm not really sure. That's really all I can describe for it. Now, all these games, honestly, if I'm just being completely honest, all of these games so far been pretty fucking good games. This is the first piece of shit. Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway. I maybe paid $2 for this. It's complete in box. The only reason I ever got it is because it was a game I remember from my past, from when I was a kid. I 100% played this when I was young. How much I played it, I don't really know. Maybe, honestly, I only saw it in the rental store and I remember the cover. But I played it for like 10 minutes and I was like, man, this fucking game sucks. So I kind of dropped it right there and it did not last long. Yeah, I haven't gone back to it since. I do want to give it another chance. But right now my stance, like I stand with what I said. I think this game is actual dog shit. There's a reason why it's a $2 game. But I'll give it another shot and see if it becomes any better. It is made by Ubisoft, so that's never a good thing. All right, next game we got, dude, absolutely fucking loved this game when I was young. Bullet Storm. I got the limited edition. I don't really know what comes with the limited edition. A fucking online pass, man. It was so weird. PS3 did not have a paid, it didn't have PSN Plus. You didn't have to pay for it. It was free. So what actually ended up happening is in all these games, you had to pay, or like you had to get like this online pass. And some of these games did come with it, but a lot of these games you had to just straight up pay for it. Remember Far Cry 3? I wanted to play multiplayer on that so badly, but I just didn't have the money to pay for the online pass, so I never got to play it. But this was a very cheap game again. It was like $5. Very, very cheap. Very, very good fucking game. It's like the story is nothing really that good, but the gameplay, man, oh my god, the gameplay is so fucking good in that game. It's so satisfying. It really is. It's actually a really interesting thing. It's made by Epic Games. I don't know if you saw it when I brought it up to the camera, but it is made by Epic Games. It's made by the Fortnite people. That's kind of cool. It's an interesting thing to see. Because honestly, sure they made that game, but I didn't even know they existed before Fortnite. If I'm being completely honest. Alright, we are 20 minutes into the video. God damn, this is becoming a long video. And I feel like I'm pretty much just rambling. But that's the point of these videos. For me to just ramble, show my collection, talk about everything I enjoy, and just kind of show what I've been collecting along the way. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I do have a complete box. A classic. It is. People definitely think it's one of the best Call of Duties. Me personally, never actually really got into this game too much. I played it well after it came out. I was actually introduced to Call of Duty World at War. That was my first Call of Duty. I tried going to this game later on, but I just wasn't really into it at that point, you know, like, I think a lot of people drive on to nostalgia when it comes to enjoying that game. Like, if you were there to start with it, that is a great game, but afterwards, you're not going to be as into it. But I do want to play the campaign, because the campaign is probably fucking amazing, especially compared to the new MW3 campaign. That's a piece of shit. Holy fuck. I'm craving for a good Call of Duty campaign after that piece of garbage. Alright, next one we got Call of Duty World at War. There it is. This game. Complete box. Honestly, this is probably my favorite Call of Duty ever. It is the one I started with. And it's just, oh my god, man. This is a fucking perfect Call of Duty. It's got a great multiplayer. It's got great recognizable maps, man. It's got, not Dome. Was it called Dome? What was that map called? A very small map. It's been so long since I've played it, so I can't really remember the name. But I fucking remember, like, I remember at least the maps. You know, I don't remember the names too well, but I remember the maps. And the zombies was just amazing, and it was new. It was like a new thing. Campaign had co-op, and the campaign itself was just so fucking good. And co-op campaign was crazy. That was, holy shit, that was amazing that they did that. It was a great game. For Call of Duty 4 and Call of Duty World at War, I probably paid, again, man, this is like, these were $5 games probably. They're so cheap. It is actually pretty hard to find anything that expensive for the PS3. So if you are looking to collect PS3, now is the time to do it. PS3 and Xbox 360, so fucking cheap right now. Even the expensive games, they're still cheaper than the new game these days. Like, I got fucking the new Kong game. Paid fucking $60 for that piece of shit, man. What a garbage game. Like, I'm paying $60 for that. I pay $5 for this. Like, come on. Not even close to quality. Call of Duty World War though, man, such a good game. Such a good Call of Duty. It's really up there. It is my personal favorite. I don't think it's the actual objective best by any means. I think this game is probably a lot of people's objective. A lot of people would say it's the best one. Is Call of Duty MW2. I do have the Hardened Edition. Yeah, this is the Hardened Edition. That's what they were calling it during this phase. Looks really clean. It's a nice big steelbook. It actually comes with multiple things here. We got a Infinity Ward, Behind the Lines, The Art of MW2. Comes with that. Yeah, it's just got a few art things here. Look at Makarov there, man. Oh. Doesn't look like a pussy in this game, I'll tell you that much. Looks like a fucking TikToker in the new one, I must say. Looks like a guy who pulls like fucking pranks at a goddamn Walmart. Yeah. I mean, this looks so nice. Love the steelbook. I do got it complete in box. And think this, alright? All this hardened edition, not even the basic game. This is like an actual special edition of a Call of Duty. And it looks really fucking cool. I think this was 15 bucks. 15 bucks for a special edition of Call of Duty. You get a steelbook, art book, and of course the game and the manual. You get all that, and you get like a little slip cover that looks really cool too. And it's $15. Like, you really can't beat that. You really can't beat that. It's a really, really good price. Absolutely love Call of Duties, man. I am looking to collect probably all the Call of Duties, which I have a lot of them so far. I do. I have a ton of them right now. Next one we got, Call of Duty MW3. This was, I probably actually enjoyed this more than Call of Duty MW2, but not for the reason that people most likely think. Like, I didn't think the multiplayer was better in this game. MW2 was amazing. Absolutely loved the game. I did play campaign and beat it. Holy shit. Such a fucking good campaign. That's the interesting thing. I didn't play the original Modern Warfare, but I played this and I enjoyed the campaign just as much. Because, like, sure they're connected, but you can still enjoy them just as much. But Call of Duty MW3, I don't remember the campaign on this one really at all. I really remember the one on MW2. That one was just insane. I don't know how crazy it was on MW3. I do know this game took like, I want to say 6 months to make. They had like no time to make this game, just like the new one. But it was definitely a lot better than the new one. But what I love about this game so much is that it's survival mode. I guess it was just called survival. I don't know if it's called Spec Ops or something. I fucking love that, man. That mode was so much fun. The survival mode, it was so much fun to play. I grinded the shit out of it. This actually is a sealed copy of it. Sealed copy goes for like $5. It doesn't go for shit. So it doesn't make a difference. Man. These Call of Duties, dude. Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I hated this game when I was young. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Complete box. Again, $5. All the Call of Duties are like $5. Hated this game when I was young, and I hated the money system. But as I've grown older, I've absolutely loved the money system. I absolutely love the fucking game. I do think I loved the campaign when I was young. I think that was no different. I think the campaign was just as good to me. Definitely up there again is one of my favorite Call of Duties. The Black Ops franchise itself, at least from Black Ops 1 to 3, was like so fucking good. Such good Call of Duty. Especially for campaign, at least from 1 to 2, was really, really good. Speaking of which, we got Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, this actually doesn't feel like it's complete in box. I actually think it is. It does have the Nuketown 2025 code on it, which is pretty cool. I think that's the Zombies Nuketown 2025 thing. And then the manual is just really, really thin in this thing. This is probably like a $10 game. I think it does go up a bit because it's getting newer. But this was the Call of Duty I probably played the most. Call of Duty World at War I enjoyed a lot, and I had the best experience with. But this I got to like Prestige 7 in. I played so much Black Ops 2. I was fucking so far into this game, man. I played it so much. It was a ton of fun. A lot of rage moments though, but I did enjoy it a lot. It was a really good game, and I, of course, you know, like, I'm gonna go get all the Call of Duties from there pretty much my entire childhood. And we got one more Call of Duty game by the looks of it to cover. Call of Duty Ghosts. Hardened Edition? It's also called a Hardened Edition, but this thing got fucking big. This was a little on the expensive side. The person I bought it from said it was new. Even though it wasn't sealed, they said nothing was touched. That was a lie. I paid $50 for it. It was $50. But it did not come with everything. She charged me $50 because she said that was like the used price. This is like the watch or something, or like not the watch. Sorry, this is just like a wristband. I did enjoy Call of Duty Ghosts when I was young. It was a pretty good game to me. Even the Alien mode, I enjoyed that quite a bit. I don't think this is one of the best Call of Duties out there, but I enjoyed it personally. Comes with all that. all the manuals. I don't think it's manuals because this was actually on PS4, but I got the PS3 copy. Because for me, I am trying to get every PS3 game released in the NA, North America. I'm trying to get all of them, so I gotta get the PS3 edition over the PS4 edition. I never actually played the DLC maps. I'd love to get them. Probably have to be done on the PS4 though. I think that's the smarter choice. I'm probably gonna look at a PS4 copy and see if I can get it to come with all the DLC. That'd be the goal. But this does not come with any fucking DLC. I thought it came with the season pass. You know what? I actually think it did. But because she said, oh, it was like the seal was broken, but it's still new. I was like, okay, great. The season pass will not have been claimed. It was claimed. Actually, you know what? I think the season pass wasn't even in there, so I ended up just getting a slip of the season pass from somewhere else. But the season pass slip, of course, was claimed. But yeah, the season pass slip wasn't even in here. Someone probably opened it, tucked the slip, and got the fuck out. So yeah, she's selling it like it's new. Well, she was selling it like it was used, but she was acting like it was new. It was pretty fucking scummy. But that was a really fun game. Definitely up there as one of my favorites, but definitely not one of the best. It's a really good game nonetheless still. Again, this entire phase of Call of Duty is so much better than what we're getting lately. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. Next game we got though, Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Never played this game. We do got a complete in box. Paid like $5 for this. It's like a $20 game, but I got it for $5. It's in really, really good condition. Looks amazing. Castlevania is never a series I've actually ever played, but I want to get into it. I actually got a Castlevania game like on its way right now. I think it's going to show up tomorrow. It's Castlevania Advance Collection. That's going to be really fun to play when I get around to it. That's a big problem about collecting these games. You don't get around to shit. You don't get around to playing anything because you have so many games to play. There's so much to catch up to. Next game we got though, The Chronicles of Riddick: Assault on Dark Athena. Not sure how this game's gonna play. It actually is it has a GameStop exclusive thing on it for a multiplayer map. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know it said multiplayer. I did not know that. It is complete in box though. Really interesting thing is it says Atari on it. So I guess Atari made this game, or like maybe published it. I'm gonna imagine Universal actually published it, but Atari made it, which is really, really random to me because I feel like Atari just kind of stopped doing shit. The Chronicles of Riddick, very, very nostalgic for me. Not the games, but the movies. I really enjoyed the movies when I was young, and so I wanted to get this game and see what it's like, see if it's anything close to the movies, and see if I enjoy it even somewhat. I probably paid, I think, about $15 for this game. It was a bit more on the expensive side for a PS3 game, but I'm hoping it's worth it. Either way, I'm going to be getting it because it's like, I'm trying to collect all of them anyway. Okay, so this game, I actually have the receipt still in it. I bought this game on May 20th, 2023. So this is one of my earliest purchases, and that's going to explain what's wrong with it. It's in shit condition, Condemned 2, Bloodshot. Didn't even get the first one, and I still don't have the first one. So that's a bit of a problem, since these are actually like directly linked and something you do want to probably play the first one before you play the second. Oh my god. I didn't even notice at the bottom. Absolutely fucking cracked at the bottom. This is a piece of shit. This, I'm doing a video with this in it because I'm still going to have this game. I'm going to replace everything about it. I'm probably just going to get a new copy of it, but it's still going to be in the collection. But it isn't, oh fuck, it isn't complete box. So it doesn't even have its manual. So I paid $15 for this thing. I found it very hard to believe that this is worth above $15 in a better condition. I feel like I'm probably going to end up paying $15 for complete in box, good condition version of that game. I wouldn't be surprised if I do. Alright, the last game of this video, man. We are at 35 fucking minutes. I cannot believe it's taking that long, but I guess we're going through a lot of games here. But we're really only hitting like probably a quarter or 1/3 of my PS3 collection, and we got so many other collections to do. So this will probably be part 1 of 3, part 1 of 4. But we got Clive Barker's Jericho. Looks like a horror game or something. I've never played it. God, I don't know what the fuck it is. Manual. It's a thick one, man. It's got a lot going on in there. I'm really not sure what to expect from this game. I'm fully just predicting that this is a horror game just from the way that that cover looks. Maybe a survival horror, maybe a survival action game. I'm not really sure because I want to say I see someone shooting. Yeah, intense squad-based first-person shooter. Battle horrific creatures, awesome weapons, and paranormal powers. Interesting. I'm not really sure what that game's going to be like. I think it was like about $10-15. My eyes have been on this game for a while, and I just wanted to see what it's like, so I picked it up. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for the first part of the video. But this is probably only 1/3, 1/4 of the games I have to show for my PS3 collection. We got a ton to go through. And I think I'm probably going to try and do less games in the second part, just because, you know what, I'd like to go through the back of it, read it off of the games that I don't really know anything about. Because I think we're going to get more into the space of games I don't really know about. There's a lot of PS3 games I've gotten where I'm just like, I'm not really sure what this is. But it seems interesting to me, and the price isn't really that bad. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be on the lookout for a Super Mario RPG video. I really want to talk about that game. It was a really fun game. I've not beaten it yet. That's pretty much what's holding it back from coming out, is that I haven't beaten the fucking game. Still going at it, still trying to beat it. But yeah, guys, I will see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Pretty crazy if you made it through the entire thing. This was a 40-minute video. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully another PS3 video collection will be out soon. I don't know if I'm going to go with PS3 video collection part 2 right away, or if I'm going to go to a different collection. I'm not too sure yet. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.